Hello everybody, this is Brandy at Scrap Girls, and this is version 3 of breaking down the layout. I'd like to thank Dorothy Conchia for writing to us and asking us how I did this particular layout, and I hope you'll find it very helpful too. It was a sample that I made for the Different Strokes paper, and you can see that here. And Different Strokes was made specifically as a companion piece to go with the Scrap Simple Action silhouettes that you see here. Now, if you purchase silhouettes in the store, there is a video tutorial that uses Photoshop Elements 11 in it that'll take you through how to use it. It's much longer than this video, but I just wanted you to be aware for those of you who are seeing this version of Photoshop, which is CS5, and you use Photoshop Elements. So it'll be helpful for you there. Now, what I did with this, I'm going to go ahead and close these down, is you're going to want to start with just a basic neutral paper. And you can find a neutral paper in probably many of your kits. This particular one is from Naturally Neutral, and so I'm going to start with that. This is an 8.5 by 11 layout, which is a letter size, and some of you certainly can achieve this with a square layout, but I just wanted to do this one exactly for Dorothy. So we're going to start there. Now the first thing we're going to do is I am going to move this down and bring up a picture of Wesley. It's the silhouette done, so let me back that out and show you how I did it. I'm going to run the action Silhouettes Custom, which is the 4th action in the set. I'm going to hit play. I'm going to hit continue. And you're going to see this big blob here, but that's because it's zoomed in at 100%. So if you'll right click on your mouse and choose Fit in View, you'll be able to see the entire picture. Now I'm going to take this image balance slider here and move it up just a little bit till I get it where I want, and I'm going to hit OK. And you'll see that the action makes the silhouette for you, so I can now drag it onto my page. Close that down and move this about here. Now here's where the Different Strokes paper comes in. This is paper 1 in the set, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it over the top, and I'm going to right click. See, it's over the silhouette actually. Right click and choose Create Clipping Mask. Now you would be able to do that by Control G if you're in Photoshop Elements, Control Alt G as well. There's different ways to do it. That's just the way that I do it fairly quickly. I think it's habitual at this point. So now I've got the basic part of the layout you can see right here. The next thing I added was some definitions from Countryside, and I used the Explore. So I'm going to release that clipping mask. Sometimes it's hard to grab some of these things. Here we go. And I did this in 3s. So I'm going to duplicate it, drag it down, and duplicate it and drag it to the top. I often do things in 3s and 5s. Odd numbers actually add a lot of balance to your layout. And then I added some glitter spray from Autumn Jewel just as a accent. I may have to go back in and look at my original layout here to see exactly where I put that. Okay, I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to take it over here. So you can see we're getting really close to our original layout here. The last thing that we have to do is the title. And there's a little trick in that, so I thought I'd take a moment to actually show that to you too. I used 2 fonts in this. The font for Wes I used is called Scorched Earth. So I'm going to use that and type it here. You can see it's in black, but what I did was I actually added a gradient to it. So I'm going to hit Layer, Layer Style, Gradient Overlay. And if you click on this bar here where it says Gradient, click to edit the gradient, it's going to give you this that pops up. And what you're going to want to do is use the color picker and choose colors that are within the layout. Let me cancel this for a minute because I want this linear line. I want to move this to 0 degrees so that it moves to the left. Now I'm going to click on that bar again, and I'm going to click on the first color, and you can see the color pops up here at the bottom. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to allow my color picker to come up. So I'm going to choose this yellow. It's the first one. And if I click in here, it's going to add another color. So I'm going to click on that, click on the color bar, and then we're going to choose a green color. Hit OK. I'm going to click on here again, click on the color. I'm going to choose the blue. Now you can kind of slide these down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one again, which is white, and change it to the blue as well. So now you can see we have a gradual color, and you can move these sliders around to get more or less the color that you want. I'm going to click OK when I'm finished. Okay. So you can see now that I have a gradual color that is the actual colors from the layout, and you can do that easily at home. The other text that says all boy, that was a font called Before the Rain. And I'll just click on that real quick because that'll actually make me not have to run go find it in my long list of fonts. Well, it was going to make me do it anyway. All boy. That's in the Scorched Earth, which you could still use, but there's Before the Rain. And I believe that I have that in all caps, so we'll make this a little bit smaller. Let's say take it down to about 60. I'm going to move this so it was a little more close to what we were doing. And I want to change this color to the color that was in that, which is this teal color. So this was the first layout, and you can see how easily it was to manipulate this, the one that we did for you. Shut this down. And that's how to achieve this particular layout. So thank you very much, Dorothy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you learned a little something new. Have a wonderful day until next time. Bye-bye.